God. Ask God.
Hey Scott, this is Wahid from Texas. Really love what you do, like your energy, like the content, love the Facebook group, everything is awesome. Thanks man, thanks for everything you do. So here's my question. My question is sort of twofold. It has to do with the email list. So I'm a kind of a new seller. I've been selling for a few months, so I'm early in the game. And the first part of the question is, what is the exact strategy or what is the exact end goal in creating this email list? Because I can see how if you're an established, brand, if you have multiple, products in your catalog, and let's say you have a bunch of emails captured, let's say you have 100,000 emails captured, and you're selling this list of 100,000 people regular content, well, then I can see how you're going to benefit from that email list, right? You're going to be able to sell more products in your catalog. You're going to get your brand name out there even more. And so I can see how that, list would benefit you. But if you're a new seller and let's say you have a couple of products and let's say you have, 500 emails captured, are you really this early in the game, are you really going to benefit from that from sending content to that email list? Is there a specific way we can benefit from that immediately, or is it something that we just want to start as early as possible and starting to create that brand that getting that loyalty from our customers? Because I really don't see how that just having a small email list and having just a couple of products, I don't really see how that can benefit me immediately. And then I can see how, maybe you want to launch a new product, you want to get reviews, and so you have this email list of loyal customers that are going to, love to get your free product and give you a review. The problem is that if someone has already given you a review on one of your products and they give you a review on another one of your products in that same brand, that review is probably going to be deleted by Amazon because they see that as like a loyalty thing. So I don't really see how it could benefit me as far as reviews either. So just wanted to kind of get your opinion on that. And the other thing is, so the other part of this question is, let's say I do want to start creating this email list, what is the best way to do it? I made a contest on Facebook where I was, giving away one of my products for free. I didn't get any emails captured from that. I don't know how much money I spent on it, but I think I had like 18 people that clicked on the offer, but I think as soon as they saw that they had to put their email in, they said, no, thank you. So I got like 18 clicks, but nobody actually gave me their email and nobody actually entered the contest. So what I'm thinking to do is to do the insert cards in my product. So I just wanted to get your opinion. I know the contest has worked very well for other people, but I'm not sure, I'm not sure why it didn't work for me. I just wanted to see what are my other options. What's the best way you think? I know you have experience in marketing. I wanted to see what way you think is the best to start capturing those emails right away. All right, thanks, Scott. Sorry for the long question. I know it was really long, but I hope this benefits other people. And so I would love to get your opinion and love to get your answer. All right, thanks, Scott. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey, Wahid. Wow, man, that's a heck of a question. There's like a few questions in there, right? But you know what? I love it. I'm going to answer these. And, I really wanted to answer this because I think there is a lot of confusion when it comes to email list building for your business. When should I do it? How should I do it? Why even consider doing it at the early stages? I really do want to address this because I'm pretty passionate about this, because I know that in the long term, we're all going to want this. Okay. Now, the first thing that you asked, and I kind of made some notes here as I was listening through, and I'm hoping that I'm going to answer all of the the major points here. But you said, like, right off the bat, like, what is the benefits if I just have one product? Well, the benefits are that you're building an email list, period. Okay. Why start when you have 5 products when you can just start today? Whether you email them right away or not, that's an asset that you're creating. Now, you did say that, well, okay, I kind of get it. If I get an email list built of my customers that maybe you advertise through Facebook, let's say, which we'll talk about that in a minute, why you might not have been getting any conversions on that. But, you talked about, if I have a list of 500 people and they all bought my product at a discount, that I could roll out my next product and then ask them to review it. And you said that Amazon won't allow that because they're going to say that it's like a loyalty thing to the brand. And that's not true at all. Okay. If I have a product and I have a customer that buys all my products, Amazon's cool with that. They don't care about that. Okay. They don't look at it like that at all. So, and at least that's what I know, okay? Because Amazon's not looking at it at the point of like, okay, someone bought, like if you have a customer that buys 3 of your products and they love them and they leave a review on each of those products, they can do that. Now, if they bought your product 3 times of the same product, they can't leave 3 reviews. That's absolutely correct, okay? They can't leave 3 different reviews. They would just get credit for the 1 review and that's it, right? So, but understand that there's so much power in having even that small email list of 500 people or even 300 people, and then letting them know when your next product is released, they're going to get a discount. Or the other thing you can do with that 500 emails is you can ask them, hey, we're making some improvements to our product. What would you like us to include? Or what would you like us to do differently? Or what can we do better in the future to help, our customers? Like reaching out and getting that feedback from 500 people. Now, some people are thinking to themselves, well, 500 people, that's not that many on an email list. I want you to put 500 people in a room and see how that feels. It's a lot of people. All right. 200 people, 100 people. Put those people in a room. I was just at a volleyball thing with my daughter, right? She's doing this volleyball thing on the weekends. And there was like 35 kids in this one area that they were doing the coaching and kind of like the drills and stuff. And I was looking at it, I'm like, it looks kind of crowded in there, for volleyball. And then I got thinking, I did think of it. I said, people don't realize when people are in a room, how it can fill up so fast, but when they talk about email addresses, they don't think of it that way, right? You have to think about it. They're people, okay? Not just a number. And when you communicate with those people, they can give you a couple of different things. They can give you a sale. They can tell people about your product, okay? And they can help you build better products and be loyal customers. So whether you have 1 product right now or 10 products, I think you should be building an email list like as soon as you can. Okay, period. Now, let's talk quickly about your Facebook ad that you ran. And I'm not quite sure what you ran it to. I don't know if you ran it as like maybe 10% off or 25% off. If you did that, you're probably not going to get as high a conversions. If you do something like 50% off or 75% off or even like regular price $29.97 for a limited time, you're able to get this for $2.95 or something like that because we're doing some research. We want to make sure that, or we're doing a beta launch of the product so we can get feedback from our customers before we release it to the public, something like that, right? Like you can do all that stuff, okay, and get people to get into your email list by offering them something compelling. It has to be really compelling. And I say at least 50% off if you're running a Facebook ad, especially if you're trying to build that email list so then you can offer them more things in the future. Now, if you have a product that's consumable or that could be purchased again and again and again, well, again, going back to, well, what if they only buy one? What if you can get that person to come back in 60 days and buy another one? Or maybe it's a gift item and then you can remind them that there's a holiday coming up and they're like, oh, that's a great idea. Maybe I should buy one of those things that I already bought that I love and I'll buy one for my sister or my brother or my nephew, right? So understand, a lot of people don't understand this, so you're not alone, but understand there's so much power that comes with an email or an email address rather than just saying like, how do I benefit now? And from what you were saying, like, and it's totally normal, okay? And anyone else out there that's thinking this, it's totally normal. Like, I spend $1 today. How do I get that $1 back like instantly? And we would all love to be able to do that. And there's some different ways that you can do that, which we'll talk about later in the future. But right now, just understand that if you spend $1 to get that email address, or even $5 to get that email address, it's powerful, because in the future, we know that those people are our target audience, right? They're our customer. So we could then have them help us by either buying more product in the future, or by helping us buy it at a discount. So this way here, it spikes the algorithm in Amazon, or they can tell friends, or they can buy gifts, right? It's all those things. So that's that. Okay. Again, I'm looking at my notes here. The other thing that I wanted to mention on your Facebook ad stuff is you said that you had 18 clicks. Okay. Now, typically, okay, on anything that I've ever done, whether it's physical products, whether it's digital products, generally, if you get a 20 to a 30% opt-in rate, that is good. All right. So you got 18 clicks. My question there would be, okay, you got 18 clicks. Okay. We need to get at least 100 clicks. And if we get 100 clicks, then we can measure, right? So you only got 18 clicks. Well, if you're at 20%, well, what's that really equate to? Okay, not much. So you need more traffic. So that means you might have to expand out your audience. Okay. And again, like I said, I don't think that you reached enough people to even say that your thing worked or didn't work. If you got 18 clicks, not enough clicks in my book. I think you got to get at least 100. That means 100 people actually clicked on it, went to your landing page, and then from there decided to either opt in for the thing or not opt in. The other thing is you had 18 clicks. My next question to you would be like, what was the offer? Like, what were you giving them in exchange for their email address? Was it 10% off? Who cares, right? I'm not going to give you my email address for 10% off. 50% off? Yeah, might give you my email address for that, right? So the offer has a lot to do with your conversion on that part as well. The other thing you wanted to know was about, like, what do you use to capture that email? Well, there's a couple of different things to keep it really, really basic. I would use something like lead pages. Again, guys, I have the resources on my resources page. If you guys want to know about email, like capture pages, or what service to use, like MailChimp or Aweber, I've got those on there as far as for email collection. So I would use lead pages. That's a really out of the box, easy to use, and then connects to an Aweber or a MailChimp, and then you're off to the races. And that's how I would do that. The other thing that I wanted to just kind of throw out here, and this is a little bit more advanced, is really about how you could take those 500 emails and turn them into a couple 100,000 emails that you could have access to. Let me explain. If you have 500 emails, you can upload those into a Facebook ad campaign, or not even a campaign, up into your Facebook ads manager. And then what Facebook will do is they will go out and they'll try to match those 500, okay, emails. And they might only find 400, but those 400 emails are the people that already opted in. What that's doing is it's finding those people and adding them to a targeted list inside of your Facebook ads campaign, or your ad manager. That's what I'm trying to say here. All right. So then what you can do is you can then go out and retarget those 400 people or 500 people, however many people it found from your 500 emails. So you see, you can still use them. Yes, you're going to pay a little bit of money to reach them, but we already know that they're customers because they purchased through that email or they opted in, right? The other thing now that you can do, now that we have those people that on our, they call it a custom audience. When you have them on this custom audience, now what I can do is I can say, okay, there's 400 people. Facebook, I want you to go out now and find a lookalike audience, or create a lookalike audience that looks like these 400 people with similar profiles, similar spending traits, different things that they follow. And they're going to go out and find people that are like those 500 or those 400 people from that list. And then from there, you can reach 200,000, 300,000, sometimes 1 million or more, right? And that's where you can really start to scale this thing and then start targeting people that are your ideal customer. Well, hey there. Thank you so much for listening to that episode of Ask Scott. Now, that was just a highlight from one of our full episodes where I generally answer 3 to 4 questions on a podcast.
If you want to go back and listen to all of the past archives of not just the Ask Scott session, but all of the full episodes where I do interviews with top Amazon sellers, people starting from scratch and building a business, if you want to listen to any of those episodes, head over to theamazingseller.com and you can find all of that over there. You can also find details there on how you can ask your own question and get it aired on an upcoming Ask Scott session and possibly see it here on YouTube or just on the podcast. All right, so definitely head over to theamazingseller.com. There's tons of resources over there for you to be able to build your e-commerce and Amazon business, so definitely go check that out. Now, I just wanted to remind you one thing before I let you go. There's a lot of information out there, and some of it is really, really good. What I want you to remember is you have to not just consume the information, you have to actually apply that information. So take this information that you learned here today and apply it to your business, and this way here you can get results. As my shirt says, I wear it almost daily. Take action. We'll see you guys.